The concept of blue balls has become one of the most misunderstood ideas surrounding male biology and semen retention. It's often used as a casual excuse to justify impulsive release or indulgence, but the truth is far deeper and more nuanced. In the modern age, where instant pleasure is glorified and self-control undervalued, the myth of blue balls discourages men from understanding the real power of their own bodies. The discomfort, often associated with retention, is not a medical emergency but a sign of energy buildup and misdirected focus. Understanding this truth can liberate men from unnecessary fear and empower them to channel that energy toward discipline, confidence, and personal growth. From a biological standpoint, semen retention is entirely natural. The male body continuously produces semen, and when it's not released, the body has built-in mechanisms to reabsorb and recycle it. This process allows vital nutrients such as zinc, magnesium, and protein to be reintegrated, supporting brain and muscle health. The myth of blue balls emerged from a partial understanding of male anatomy. What some call blue balls, technically known as epididymal hypertension, is a temporary feeling of pressure caused by prolonged arousal without release. Yet, this sensation fades with time, rest, or physical activity. It's not dangerous. It's simply the body's way of reminding the mind to redirect its attention. When you understand this, you realize that the discomfort is temporary, but the benefits of retention are long-term. Psychologically, the fear of blue balls has conditioned men to avoid restraint. It promotes the idea that sexual urges must always be expressed immediately, or else harm will occur. This mindset weakens mental discipline and creates dependence on constant stimulation. Semen retention flips this belief on its head, teaches mastery over instinct. The first few weeks may bring slight tension or sensitivity, but those sensations evolve into vitality, focus, and confidence. The key is not to suppress the energy, but to transform it. When a man learns to shift his attention through meditation, exercise, or creative work, the same energy that once caused restlessness becomes fuel for ambition and productivity. The reality of semen retention is that it strengthens emotional resilience. Blue balls, in essence, are not a physical issue, they are an emotional one. They arise from frustration, not physiology. The discomfort fades once the mind detaches from craving. Modern men are rarely taught how to handle arousal without release. Society equates masculinity with constant sexual expression, but true masculinity lies in control, not consumption. By learning to sit with discomfort and observe it, a man cultivates patience and inner strength. The pressure turns into power when he refuses to be controlled by impulse. This is the beginning of mastery, the transformation of physical energy into spiritual composure. Semen retention also trains the nervous system to adapt to higher energy levels. When you practice retention, your body accumulates sexual energy, which can initially create sensations of tension or fullness. However, as you continue, your system adjusts to hold more energy comfortably. Over time, this energy integrates into the body, manifesting as sharper focus, deeper voice tone, stronger presence, and greater emotional control. Instead of being ruled by hormones, you become the conductor of your inner orchestra. What used to feel like discomfort now feels like raw power circulating through you. This shift from reaction to regulation is what separates average men from extraordinary ones. One of the biggest myths is that abstaining from release causes harm to the reproductive system. In reality, scientific studies show that retention poses no health risk when practiced mindfully. The body is intelligent, it releases excess fluid through nocturnal emissions when necessary. These natural mechanisms maintain balance. The problem is not in retention, but in the overconsumption of stimulation. Chronic indulgence weakens the nervous system, lowers testosterone, and diminishes motivation. Retention, on the other hand, restores these functions, allowing the body to operate at its natural peak. Blue balls, therefore, are not a problem to fix, but a phase to understand, a short-lived stage on the path to higher vitality. Many men mistake tension for danger because they have never been taught how to manage their sexual energy. The first step in overcoming the myth of blue balls is awareness. Recognize that the body's sensations are not threats, they are messages. When energy builds up, movement and mindfulness are key. Go for a walk, meditate, work out, or engage in deep breathing. Each of these actions circulates the energy, preventing stagnation. The moment you shift your focus from the physical to the mental, the discomfort dissolves. Retention is not about suppression, it's about transmutation. The energy that once begged for release becomes motivation to create, build, and achieve. Beyond biology, there's also a psychological reprogramming that happens through semen retention. You begin to detach from the constant need for external validation. You stop chasing temporary highs and instead derive satisfaction from inner stability. The myth of blue balls represents a deeper cultural conditioning, the belief that men are helpless before their desires. Retention proves the opposite. The longer you practice, the more control you gain over your mind and emotions. You stop fearing discomfort and start embracing discipline. This shift builds a foundation of unshakable confidence and self-respect, the kind that cannot be faked or bought. Semen retention also transforms how you relate to women and attraction. When you no longer operate from lack or urgency, your interactions become authentic and grounded. You stop viewing women as outlets for desire and start appreciating them for their presence and energy. Ironically, this makes you more attractive. The same energy that once caused restlessness now radiates as calm confidence. Women sense it immediately. They feel your composure, your focus, your purpose. This is the paradox of attraction. The more control you have over yourself, the more magnetism you project. Blue balls, then, become not a problem but a test, a challenge to hold your energy until it refines into pure masculine strength. It's also worth noting that blue balls can be a mirror for emotional attachment to pleasure. When a man feels discomfort after resisting temptation, it's not his body that's suffering, it's his ego. The ego resists loss of control, but when you transcend that reaction, you experience true freedom. Retention helps you realize that pleasure is a choice, not a compulsion. You can enjoy it without being enslaved by it. Over time, the very idea of blue balls loses its power because you understand that discomfort cannot harm you, it can only refine you. You stop seeing your urges as enemies and start treating them as allies, guiding you towards self-awareness and mastery. In the end, the myth of blue balls dissolves under the light of understanding. Semen retention is not about depriving yourself, it's about aligning with your natural strength. What the world calls frustration, the wise recognize as transformation. That temporary tension is the birth of power, discipline, and clarity. Every great man in history, from warriors to thinkers learned, to endure discomfort, to achieve greatness. The energy you hold is sacred. It's the foundation of your vitality and creativity. When you choose to retain it, you are not suppressing life, you are cultivating it. The real blue balls are on a burden, they are a sign that you are evolving beyond impulse and into mastery. Ultimately, semen retention exposes one powerful truth. Energy follows attention. If your attention is on discomfort, you'll feel pain. But if your attention is on purpose, you'll feel power. The myth of blue balls collapses when you realize that your body is not punishing you, it's training you. Every moment of self-control rewires your mind toward greatness. Retention gives you command over your biology, your focus, and your destiny. The real discomfort isn't holding your energy, it's wasting it. When you finally master your own urges, you transcend the myth, embody the truth, and step into the highest version of yourself, a man who is no longer controlled by desire, but guided by it. Listen up. Retention resets dopamine, rebuilding your brain's ability to focus. Testosterone levels rise, boosting confidence and assertiveness. Your nervous system calms, allowing deeper thought. Every time you resist impulse, your prefrontal cortex, the billionaire brain, strengthens. Over time, this becomes your new normal. You no longer chase stimulation. You create inspiration. Semen retention amplifies your frequency, your emotional and mental vibration. When you operate from clarity and confidence, opportunities appear. People feel it subconsciously. This is how success compounds. Energy gives focus, gives creation, gives reward, gives confidence, gives more energy. You've become a living example of abundance. Your assignment before you leave: like, subscribe, and go. I need to know your location. Comment section is mandatory. Our next video builds on this, so subscribe right now and turn on notifications. For all the direct interaction, questions, and daily growth insights, get into the Telegram channel. The link is waiting in the description. Share this video and let's spread this power. Go be a force today.